Today I'm deciding to give a breakdown of the union handbook. I'm not going to read everything today, so every week I'll give a breakdown of what I read in the union handbook, and today we are going to talk about the first page. There's a couple things listed on the first page here. We got what we call the collective bargaining agreement. Now, this says this agreement has been negotiated through the process of the collective bargaining, and it is entered into by and between the parties in a mutual effort to stabilize employment conditions and to promote solid labor and management relations. Every 5 years or something like that, they renew this book. Like I said, I didn't realize how small this book was. I thought it'd be a bigger book. Next one is, okay, under it, any reference to the gender appearing in this agreement shall mean all gender, including gender and non-conforming. Article 1, parties to the agreement. Now, the employer and the union, Teamsters Local Union, which I work for the one in Hodgkins at 705, an affiliate of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, hereinafter referred to as Union or Local 705, they adopt the article and enter into this agreement with the mutual intent of preserving and protecting work and job opportunities for the employment covered by this agreement. No bargaining unit work shall be subcontracted, transferred, leased, assigned, or conveyed except as provided in the agreement. Section 1.1, operations covered. Now, the execution of this agreement on the part of the employer shall cover all employees of the employer in the bargaining unit and any existing centers, like any new centers, new air hubs, or gateway operations, new buildings, and any other new operations of the employer within the jurisdiction of the union signatory to this agreement as determined or may be determined by the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, with regard to wages, hours, and other conditions of employment. Section 1.2, employees covered. Employees covered by this agreement shall be constructed to mean where already recognized feeder drivers, the package drivers, sorters, loaders. Those are like the package handlers like me. I'm a sorter, loader, and unloader. You got porters, office clerical, clerks, general utility maintenance, personal building maintenance, car washers. They do have a truck wash at my UPS where the trucks can go into like this area and they can wash and get their trucks washed. They do pay people for that. United Parcel Service employees and the employers' air operations, in-house package clerk, air administrative assistant clerk. You got hub associates, dispatch associates, hub administrative assistants, yard control associate, feeder associate, tower clerks, and to the extent allowed by law, employees in the export and import operations performing load and unload duties, and other employees of the employer for whom the union is or may become the bargaining representative for. Now, in addition, the employer recognized as bargaining unit members, member clerks who are assigned to package either the package center operations, the hub center operations, and or air hub operations, whose assignment involves the handling and processing of merchandise after it has been tendered to the United Parcel Service to effectuate delivery. These jobs cover package return clerks, bad address clerks, postcard room clerks, damage clerks, rewrap clerks, the hub and air hub return clerks. Additionally, the employer recognizes as bargaining unit members FDC or ODC clerks, internal auditors, smart label clerks, revenue auditors, customer counter clerks, and hazardous material auditors who work for the operations facilities. We'll get through 2.5 pages here because there's a couple more sections here for section 1. Now, the next one is section 1.3, transfer of company title or interest. This agreement should be binding upon the parties hereto, their successors, administrators, executors, and assigns, in the event that an entire operation or portion thereof, or rights only, are sold, leased, transferred, or taken over by a sale, a transfer, lease, assignment, receivership, or bankruptcy proceeding. Such operations or use of such rights shall continue to be subject to the terms and conditions of this agreement for the life thereof. On the sale, transfer, or lease of an individual run or runs or rights only, and the specific provisions of this agreement shall prevail. It is understood by this section that the parties hereto shall not sell, lease, or transfer such run or runs or rights to a third party to obey this agreement. Now, in the event that the employer fails to require the purchaser, the transferee, or leasee, or the leasee to agree to the same obligations of this agreement. Now, the employer, including partners thereof, shall be liable to the union and the employees covered for the damages, including but not limited to monetary damages sustained as a result of such failure to require assumption of the terms of this agreement until its expiration date. But they should not be liable after the purchaser, the transferee, or leasee has agreed to assume the obligations of this agreement. Now the employer shall give notice of the existence of this agreement to any purchaser, transferee, lessee, assignee, etc., or the operation covered by this agreement, or any part thereof, including rights only. Such notice shall be in writing with a copy to the union at the time the seller, transferor, or lessor executes the contract or transaction as herein described. Now the union shall also be advised of the exact nature of the transaction, not including financial details. Now, Section 1.4 says the employer agrees that it shall be a violation of this section if it or any affiliate or any other entity under its control centers enter into a business so as to duplicate the employer's common carrier operations as defined in Article 1 in any area. Now, affiliate for purposes of this section means any entity which is owned, managed, or controlled by the employer or its parent company. This section shall also cover an entity if the employer or its parent maintains the ultimate right to control or approve a decision by such entity. The employer shall be financially responsible for all losses resulting from a violation of this section. That is the first 2.5 pages. So that's that. Basically, every week I'll give a section to read in the union handbook. So every week I'll have a certain page and a half up or 2 pages up. There is a section that's pertaining to supervisors in the union handbook, but as I stated a couple times in my earlier videos, once you become a supervisor for UPS, you lose all union benefits. You're not able to attend any union benefits. You're not allowed to participate in any union benefits or any meetings that the union has. The supervisors are not allowed to have a union handbook once they become a supervisor. So you got to make sure that they don't get their hands on that. But there is a section in there pertaining to supervisors in the union handbook. So if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You can smash that like and subscribe button and let me know what you guys think. Also leave a comment. You can also leave a comment to help with the algorithm. And if you want to support my work ever further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just a little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.